We're live.
Yeah, 500.
We're live.
We're live.
Can see all of it.
So, gentlemen, The Iron Giants, the best movie that we could have probably picked out of the hat. Besides The Wild Robot.
I think
I'd
it was
still-
the best movie by far we could have picked.
When I saw the Iron John on the piece of paper, I was very happy.
Yeah, no. I think, honest review-wise, I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
I give it a 9.5. I actually shed a tear. A tear went down my face.
Really? What scene?
Whenever he's like, I'm not a gun, and he's like all sad because people are trying to kill him in the military. He's trying to like shoot him, and then they like, oh, let's go get the bomb.
Yeah, no, that's fair. What about you, man?
I'd give it a solid 9 because, like, you know, it's like very good character development from the giant, from being confused and not knowing what's going on to
Top 10 one of
Saving
the most
everybody.
emotional films I've ever watched.
Did you guys ever watch Adventure Time, the horse episode, the James Baxter one? James Baxter. Did you know that was a callback to this type of animation style?
Really?
It was very this is a James Baxter style animation where it's like very like, flowy
Yeah,
and like
like-
almost like jelly. You know what I mean? Yeah. So.
I've noticed that.
Or I thought the animation on this was like really good, especially for the year it was animated.
Oh
It
yeah.
was 1999.
No, this was like around the time where animated films were kind of like fizzling out and more like Toy Story, like CGI films were kind of being
Your SpongeBob drop.
taken over.
Was it?
Yeah,
Was there no
1999.
CGI?
Oh yeah, and SpongeBob dropped in 1999. So you already knew that year was
Peak year, I
peak
guess.
year.
Great year.
Okay,
It wasn't fun.
so what was your favorite character from the movie?
I mean, the robot.
Yeah,
I
if
can't lie.
it's not the giant, it's probably like what's his name?
Dean.
Yeah.
Dean. I would have to go with also the robot or Dean. I think to speak more light on Dean. I think he just like, I don't know. He's just really chill. Like
Yeah, like-
I relate a little bit to him now. Like that one scene where he like hides
The guy
the
who owns
robot.
the scrap yard.
Yeah, it was a scrapyard and he like hides the robot in the scrap and he's like, yeah, people be coming around saying that my thing's like Sasquatch. I don't know. They just say it. I don't know my words. Like,
Yeah, when the military pulled up to his scrapyard and he was like chilled and he was like,
Yeah.
yeah, come in and look. And the robot was just sitting there and he was like, yeah, I made this.
That was great. So, I'm a psychology student. So, I have to look at layers with characters and stuff like that. And so, let me see. What was his name?
Dean.
Kent Mansley. Now, I know I'm gonna get a lot of heat for this, but Kent Mansley, I'm gonna be so for real. He got a call on the telephone. You gotta imagine this. He's like, oh shoot, who's calling me? And then he's like, hello? Oh yeah, there's a Sputnik situation. Oh shoot, because this is cusp of Cold War. This is his job. This is his livelihood. He's got to go protect the country. So he comes in. He's driving around. He comes down. He's like, all right guys, what's the sitch? I don't know, something's eating our things. No, it's not. Comes back, his brand new 1953 Chevy is completely gone. Eaten.
Also, like, when I was watching this, I would imagine what it looked like in real life. It makes it 10 times scarier for these
Yeah.
characters.
No, I mean, and shoot, not even that, but the fact that, like, even when he, like, went to go pick up that tractor or whatever it was, there was an actual bite taken out of it. Are you kidding
Like,
me?
imagine what that would look like.
And here's the thing, here's the scary part, is he's not thinking, oh yeah, it's some like robot or anything. He's thinking, what did the Russians build for this to like happen? So like, obviously he's the antagonist of the movie. I think he's very, honestly, like The Shape of Water, the guy. He's just trying to protect his country. I mean, like, shoot.
Yeah.
Well, at the end, he did say, "Screw America, I don't care."
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
because-
like, they're like, we're gonna sit here and die for our country because of what you did. And he was like, no, I ain't dying. He gets in his little Jeep and tries to drive away.
Yeah, I will say, Kent, honestly, like, that's kind of me too for room. Not gonna get political, but I don't think that I will be drafted into war, even if I get drafted into war. You know what I mean? Like, I think that Kent, although he's the bad guy, I feel like you can kind of understand,
Yeah.
like, where he's coming from. And Who called off like the attack on the robot? It was him, right? Or was it the general?
No.
The general.
General Rogard, underrated character.
Yeah,
when he
bro.
realized that the robot like wasn't
It
actually
was like
bad.
sentient and stuff.
Like after like he heard the scrapyard dude say it won't attack if you're not attacking. He told not to attack.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
the robot stopped attacking.
Yeah. Do you guys have any scenes that kind of spoke to you, or?
I thought it was interesting on how they sized the robot. It's kind of like One Piece sizing. They will size characters based on how much you want to fear them and like to make somebody else look really little. And this robot in the forest was at the same height as the trees, and it wasn't as tall as it is in some other scenes. When it was in the town,
Mhm.
they could see it from 10 miles away, how
Yeah.
tall it was and
Yeah.
big this robot was. And they could also fit it inside somebody's barn. in the
Yeah, I
scene. And
thought
so they really like messed around with the sizing of the robot
Yeah.
to make how other characters look compared to the robot, and how the robot's like friendlier in the scene. They'll make it a smaller robot, and if they want to make it look bad like it did with all the lasers shooting out, it was really big. And
Like,
that's
yeah.
the sizing. Well, they'll make it bigger to make it look scarier.
I mean, shoot, the kid was like, so like, let's say this is the robot's foot. The kid was like this big compared to the robot's foot. But then in that one final big scene, the kid was like, I don't know, like a grain of sand.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
How do you guys, what do you guys feel about the quote, "What if a gun had a soul"? How does that speak to you?
I mean, if it's like the robot, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, like
Is the gun thinking?
If-
Can it speak?
if a gun did have a soul, I guess that would be like the robot. How he was like, I'm not a gun, and then he learned that like he is what he wants to be. He doesn't have to be used for that. Because we could see like he was meant to be a killing machine. Once his little vent popped out, bro's gun just turned into like a transformer, straight guns. And then he had to talk with Hogarth about like you don't have to be this, and he's like, yeah, you're right.
Do you guys know the background or like the inspiration of this movie? It's pretty sad. So Brad Bird, the director, right? His sister got shot by her husband back in like, I don't know, 1990 something. And so he made this movie in memory of her. And so If a Gun Had a Soul is kind of like his way of pitching the movie. He's like, well, like here's the thing, gun violence is one thing, but what if like, guns could choose and it made us, like the humans, look like we're the evil people and not the gun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I feel like that is a very common thing to like argue as well, not only just then but also today. The fact that a gun itself could be harmful. Yes, like you could say, oh, because this robot is so dangerous and has all these capabilities, it needs to just go. But you gotta understand is
People
that
have those capabilities.
it's the people that either trigger or cause that weapon per se to be as dangerous as it is.
And also, like, now that you're saying that, like, if how the robot's like the gun, people, it just means the robots pretend like it's a person that has a gun. There's tons of people with guns on. And so it's the same as a person. It depends on the wielder of it and not the weapon.
Let's see.
Let me make sure
Just-
this thing's still recording.
No, it's definitely still recording. We're live.
Okay, we're good. We're at
Why weren't you streaming this on TikTok?
TikTok live.
I don't have enough followers to do TikTok live. You need 1,000 followers on TikTok.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, and I guess I gotta like, because my friends feed me, because I always say like, oh, you're not that popular, you can't be on TikTok live. Well, I guess they are.
Well, it's just like a minimum requirement on that.
Yeah.
I just discovered that the Iron Giant was voiced. He didn't really say a lot, but by Vin Diesel. I had no idea. Till like just
What?
now.
Bro, he did a group before group was a thing. That's crazy. Yeah. No, the cast of this movie, I mean, Jennifer Aniston. I think who else did I see that was like a big name. Hold on, I gotta look at the cast real quick because I remember seeing the cast and it had a couple of big names. Yeah, Christopher McDonald, the guy who plays basically every villain ever. You guys know this guy? He was in like Ready Player One and stuff. He's really evil. Yeah, no, I mean, he's really good at it. And then, yeah, of course Jennifer Aniston's in it. Vin Diesel. That's the only big names that I'm seeing really. Everybody else is just kind of man. Like even the kid Hogarth, his name what? Eli Marienthal. He doesn't like I don't know what other movies and TV shows he's been in. He's been in American Pie. Oh,
That's a switch up.
that is. He's been in Jack Frost. Was he the kid in Jack Frost? He was. No way. The guy who played Hogarth Hughes was the kid from Jack Frost. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Don't worry about it, guys. It's fine.
You know, the scene that stuck with me kind of was when they were in the classroom and they were watching the instruction video and the bomb hits.
Oh, that was.
Especially for that time period, like.
Did you guys see the actual like that?
It kind of gave me Fallout vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, did you guys ever like go to? You were in a U.S. history class in high school, right? And so like, did you guys get to watch like the whole duck and cover like animation that they showed the kids back in the day? It's crazy.
I can't remember. I didn't
They
really
use
pay
like
attention.
they use some like animated turtle, and it's like duck and cover. It's like and the irony of it is it really was kind of propaganda just to make kids feel safe during a time where even if they were to duck and cover,
They'd
their
die.
backs are just gonna get burnt first, basically. But I think that honestly, this time period is kind of odd, especially like with the whole like Iron Giant concept. Just like because new technology was being formed, like almost conflicts, almost towards war, were almost being started.
And like I can understand why Kent was so like on edge because at that time there was so much tension. Like you didn't know who was gonna like make a move that would just.
Yeah, like it would be an atomic bomb situation. Yeah, no.
So when he heard that there could be a possible like Russian thing in America, of course he's gonna freak out.
Yeah, no, and I think that it's kind of the Iron Giant, like the character. That isn't. So he's from outer space.
I think so.
Yeah.
So he's a robot from outer space. It's almost like Transformers, but it's also like E.T.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so like I don't really understand like I need more background because it just doesn't make sense that just like a robot that can shoot lasers can like have like its own like reconstruction of itself just by using a homing beacon. Like it just doesn't. I don't know.
He's built different, bro.
He is.
Can't
Bro. I
explain
need a
what's going on
reason
in
why.
space.
Like at least Superman's like okay, he's got all these powers because that's just the skill set they had. I guess I don't know. Like, but
That's
no,
sick
like.
for a robot. He just imagine if this robot was like born from another robot.
Yeah, imagine,
Bro,
Wait,
popped out.
imagine if this guy's like a kid robot. Imagine how big like the mom would be or the dad. That'd be crazy. No, but I need more of a why when it comes to just either how or why it just came to be because it just doesn't click with me.
Yeah.
Because I mean the thing like it's 1,000,000 feet tall, came down to Earth, and it's just chilling. I just don't understand it. Like I also don't understand like the ending of the part.
It's like I don't know how to explain it. Didn't serve a purpose, but obviously he did because he's like a main character. But like, he felt like he wasn't doing anything. Like he landed on Earth, but he wasn't even like that confused. He was just chilling. Or you didn't care. You started eating
First
stuff.
just wanted to eat.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Is it like do they have like metal nuggets? Like is it kind of like is Robot World kind of like commercialized like it is our world? You know what I mean?
Maybe it's like a
The metallic
world
elements.
that's like mostly iron. Like you have iron dust at the stand, bro. And
The whole
iron
world,
dirt.
the whole world is made out of like I don't even know, man. I could say they could eat the flooring. No, I think that's a cool concept, but yeah, no, like how is he like eat metal? Like, what did he usually eat on his home world? Like was it clumps of like iron in the ground? Like I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of questions with this character that I have.
He wasn't even like trying to get back home or anything. Like he was just fine. He didn't care that he landed on a random planet.
Yeah, I think that's another thing too. That it's just like, it really confuses me that you're just like here and then that's just the story. It's that, oh yeah, you showed up, no questions asked, no want to get home, just, yeah, I'm here, I've been here
They
for so
made him
long.
like a pet.
Yeah.
That's another thing too, yeah. They just like, obviously he's inanimate, but he's not.
He reminded me of like Bumblebee from Transformers.
Yeah.
Like how he just
Just
is
kind of
like
like
a protector.
kinda
But
there.
except they're there for like a purpose where he's just kind of there and doesn't really care that's here now.
See, and I'm like, I understand like the quirk, or I guess the flaw that they put the dent in his head because that was like the crash landing. But like, how we're like, I just don't understand how like impervious he really is. Like, obviously there's the dent, but then like after that, nothing. Not even like, like literally nothing could dent him. Like, you know,
Bro's tanking everything.
and even then, like,
It was
would
like-
he be able to fix the dent? Like, is that the reason why he didn't really care he's going home? Is there like brain matter in there? Like, what's what? You know?
He's just got a light bulb in there, bro. Just a light bulb. Spark an idea.
Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, like, Bro literally got his head smashed in by a train.
His head's a big giant motherboard.
I don't. With the whole like homing beacon to like reattach his limbs and stuff like that, it just seems kind of OP. You know what I mean? It kind of feels like almost like a Deadpool situation where it's like, it doesn't matter, the guy's just not gonna
I
die.
forgot a lot of the movie. So whenever I seen he was getting after he like kind of died and he was coming back to life, I was like, yes.
Did you guys ever see that one episode of Amazing World of Gumball where Darwin has an imaginary friend made out of like the
I think
thing
so.
and like all the like a Barbie doll like leg and stuff like that? It was like some big thing. Hold on, I gotta look it up real quick. But I think that was also a callback to this movie as well. While I'm looking it up, you guys can talk about it.
I like how the first like 15 minutes of the movie, the John straight horror farming in every scene.
Yeah, bro's like in the night and his eyes just turn around.
He's like huge too.
Yeah, like he's just like Batman basically, bro.
Yeah.
Like this episode with like the Rubik's Cube shark.
Oh yeah.
So like at the end of this like episode, right? The like all the pieces get blown up. Like he like drinks Coke and Mentos or like whatever it was, and so like he blows up. And at the end of the movie, it's just like the end of this movie where he's sitting on his windowsill. All of a sudden, like one of the pieces, like the hand or something like that. Like what did he?
Doesn't it like jump back to him? or-
Yeah, it started like jumping back,
Yeah.
and like in this episode of Amazing World of Gumball, like jumped back into the sewers or something like that. I don't know if the cameras can see, but this is what I'm talking about. If any of you guys have seen this episode, yeah. I don't know if we've yeah, no, we haven't. We still got like 8 more minutes.
I thought it was like cute when he had the Superman S on him.
Yeah.
He wanted to be Superman. It's like a baby.
And you know what? And the other thing is that Superman was just becoming popular then too. I mean, like just becoming popular. Like Captain America was more popular than Superman.
Was the villain comic that he didn't want to be? Was that like an actual Marvel comic
That might have been. You should. I don't know.
or DC
What
or
was it
whatever?
called? Like Atomic Giant or something.
Atomic Giant. Yeah. It might have just been war propaganda. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I guess I have a question. So, if you like were to live in the 50s, like, what do you think life would be like? You know what I mean?
Probably poverty, bro. My grandpa telling me about his life in the 50s. He'd be like, yeah, it was either go to the army or go south and start a farm. Sweet.
Like this is post-war period too.
Like I had 35 cents and I bought me a fishing rod and went down to the creek and fished every day.
Yeah.
And I had to garden. He lived in like middle of West Virginia in the sticks. Like I've been to the house and it's just like 100 acres of nothingness.
Yeah. Where did this movie like take place?
Maine.
Maine.
Yeah, he wasn't too far away from
Washington.
Iceland.
What?
Whenever he got hit
Yeah.
by the bomb, he flew back down.
I thought he was I thought it was.
It said Iceland.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, he was in outer space when he blew up, so I guess he could have landed whatever.
Oh, Rockwell, Maine. Yeah. Where did he explode? Where did the plane explode? We're running out of material to talk, guys. I don't know.
Because he landed like in
What? Osaka, Japan.
what?
No, okay, wait. Where did the ion?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you missed a big word there.
Rockwell, Maine. Location.
Where did this
Land.
body end up?
Yeah. Land.
Or his head.
Oh yeah, it was a glacier in Iceland. Yeah, you guys
Uh-huh.
got it. Man, I didn't remember that. I thought it was like. How did he go that far? Like I don't understand. Like I know Maine's like close-ish to Iceland, but Iceland's like in Europe, man. It's like on the other side.
It's
of
like between us and Europe.
Well, there's Greenland. That's like right.
Oh,
next
that's
to
what I was
Canada.
thinking.
No, Iceland's like a little like. Bro, hold up. I gotta pull up Google Map.
Let me look at
Google
where Iceland's at.
Map.
Oh wait.
I'll show you what I'm talking about here. It's like, man, I don't know. Fucking, there's Marshall. Okay, so yeah, so there's Greenland. Like, this is really big, like, Donald Trump wants this kind of thing. And then right next to it, there's Iceland. I think Iceland, yeah, I would say, I would beg to differ that it's very much closer to, like, Europe and stuff like that. But, I mean, to get from, where is that, Maine all the way, you're telling me you blew up from here, and you're still traveling, and you land right here?
Well, I
Or,
guess.
like right here? No.
Or he could have floated in outer space for a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's what happened, because he did grab the missile.
Oh, so you're
in
telling me.
space.
Let me
So
just
blew
do some
up,
calculations
he's
real
floating
quick.
here, you know, the day goes on, he's like floating, and then all of a sudden he re-enters the atmosphere, like crash lands right here again. So you're telling me, no, because at the end of the movie, you're telling me he crash landed again and he didn't get dented this time? Is it because he hit a glacier and it's not as hard as like
He went in
whatever?
snow.
Yeah, but that, oh man, there's just so
No,
much.
he's just tough now, bro. He's got powers
Yeah, he
on
like
a different level.
I really want to, like, the weapon scene really made me want to know, like, what his purpose was at his actual planet.
Yeah, it's like it's
Because how
it's
can you
odd.
turn into this right here?
It's-
I
I
think
think
he
this
looks like
Same
the
question
atomic-
for the Transformers. Like, why a car? How did you know that we had an automobile industry in the world? Like,
Well-
what do you mean?
Yeah, like,
Not the Berkshire Bubble, obviously. It's just like it don't make sense.
And the pacing of this movie's really good too.
yeah,
I
there
did like
wasn't,
the pacing, yeah.
I didn't, like, feel bored at any point.
For the most part, I'd say. Like, I was, you know, obviously there were parts that were like, okay, kind of, but like, for the most part, I enjoyed it.
I think his laser power is cool too.
I think there's a lot of things that like are just very odd.
Futuristic sci-fi.
Wait, what are you saying?
His laser.
Oh.
And the lasers in there. Bro, if he would have hit one of them battleships with his laser, it would have tanked them all. Like,
Yeah,
just
that thing
bang.
is insane.
It's like the atomic bomb.
What is this? What am I doing?
What's his name?
Dean?
Dean. Or it's just a chill guy.
Yeah, I liked him. He was just like,
He's great.
He's got that unintentional risk, how nonchalant he is.
yeah.
Frizzed up the kid's mom, didn't even have to try.
Raised up the kids'
And you
minds.
got Sergeant Poop or whatever his name is from the government.
Yeah, see, it's Just
Tried his
pop that.
hardest.
Being good, movies about kids bonding with robots, Bumblebee and the Iron Giant. Yeah, that's great. Alright, I think we got like 1 more minute to squeeze into this thing. You guys got any closing speeches or anything you want to add?
I'll check it.
Oh, we're done.
Oh, great. Alright, wait, no, we gotta have a closing argument or closing comments. Okay. God bless my country. I love America. Kent Mansley is an American hero who knew what wars were just, what wars were not. Iron Giant, 9 out of 10. Great movie. Loved it a lot.
Good movie.
Great movie.
Great movie. Alright, now we can be done.
I hope Professor Nicole Lawrence likes this.
Goodbye, Nicole Lawrence.